Thank you very much. Well, I can tell you that we are coming to you from the property of the suspect that was actually arrested in Pretoria. The Hawks moved very swiftly after the arrest, where he was arrested in Pretoria, just in Brooklyn, where he was going to SARS to go and address tax-related matter. Immediately afterwards, we had to fly to Witbank in his property, where they wanted to do further investigation, or rather search and seizure. And then this is where they found the operation where he's actually, processing the oil, or the petrol rather, that is from the Transnet Pipeline. From what we understand, there was an arrest that was made this past Saturday where his employees, of which is the kingpin's employees, were found in possession of a large liters of petrol worth over 200,000, and they've already appeared in the Witbank Magistrate's court. And following up with further investigation, that's when a sting operation was actually arranged in order to arrest the suspect here in Pretoria. But at the moment, we are in Witbank, where further investigations are actually happening. There is a search and seizure. Unfortunately, when we move around, the signal is a bit disturbed, but we would show you some of the operation that is actually happening here. We're processing the petrol, and there's also coal also on this area. So it's quite a brazen operation where a syndicate is allegedly operating here, enriching themselves, of course, using Transnet's property. We understand that he will be making an appearance at the Witbank Magistrate's Court quite soon. And to elaborate a bit further, I would speak to Pilani Nkwalase, but it seems he's also part of the processes of actually investigating.
I understand that Ofentse Setimo is back. Let's go back to him. Ofentse, please tell us more where you are.
Close to this line, and they all know where this line is running through their property. So we've got the whole of South Africa assisting us in fighting.
Year alone, over 100 million liters were actually stolen. 100,000 liters were actually stolen, from the pipeline itself. How are you tackling this particular issue that seems to be some sort of a sabotage to the state?
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't talk about last year. I weren't here. We only started in the 1st of July, and we've made a huge difference. And we are planning to stop this whole stealing on this pipeline, and all these thieves, get them at book and get them to court. And
we understand you guys are contracted to protect this particular pipeline, so it's quite easy for you guys to gather evidence, but we understand that you do a surveillance before the arrest is actually made, so that you can have a tight case. Can you elaborate on the operation, how it works?
Well, you must understand that we've got lots of helicopters in the air, we've got lots of drones in the air, we've got lots of eyes and ears assisting us. We've got lots of cameras deployed in specific places, so we gather all that information in conjunction with DPCI to build a picture. And as soon as somebody close to that line, we watch him very carefully to see what is the purpose of him at that line. And if we need to act, we'll respond, and we act and we'll arrest.
Tell us about this sting operation. I understand that's the police part, but you are also part of this operation as Bidvest Protea Coin.
Yeah, this is a multidisciplinary operation whereby we work closely in conjunction with DPCI, and they assist us. We're very grateful for them for assisting. You can see these are Free State people, because we were following these people from the Free State area, not in this province, up to this province. So the interlink between the provinces works excellent once we link up with DPCI.
Thank you very much. Well, that's a representative of Bidvest Protea Coin actually elaborating a bit further on the operation that actually transpired before the suspect was actually arrested. He's saying that they are the ones securing the pipeline, and they've got the technology to ensure that when something goes wrong, they can pick it up. And also the locals here play a vital role. Whenever they see suspicious action actually happening, they alert the law enforcement agencies, and that's how intelligence is gathered and the suspects are actually arrested. Well, from us here at Witbank, it's back to you in studio.